people meet to compete for the prize of a lifetime on The Price is Right, presented by Spidell, makers of watch bands for him or her. Spidell photo idents and Spidell cufflink and high clip sets. And now your host on The Price is Right, Bill Cullen.
Thank you all very sweetly. Hello. Welcome to The Price is Right. Say, that brings to mind this fact. Just a little bit later on tonight's Price is Right program, we're going to announce the winner of the fabulous World's Fair Showcase. So you stick around. The winner might very well be you. Now, real quickly, if we may, let's say hello to four nice people. First of all, our defending champion, back for her second consecutive week, Mrs. Jewel Blasingame, a housewife from Baytown, Texas. Thus far, $12,754 worth of merchandise. Jewel, are the folks in Baytown excited about you?
Well, I don't know. Those folks in Baytown are just as excited as I am, and that is saying a whole lot. Not only that, the ones in Houston and Galveston have even called me excited. Bill, I just had the time of my life this week.
Well, we're very happy, and we're glad you helped solidify Texas. Not that it needed it terribly, I'll tell you that. Mr. Robert Drumheiser?
That's right, Bill.
A locomotive fireman from Harrisburg, PA. How long have you been a railroad man, Bob?
Well, Bill, I've been on the railroad for 16 years now. I started by firing on a steam locomotive, and now I'm up and I'm firing on an electric locomotive.
I see. Where do you run, incidentally?
My run is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to New York.
That's the trip. And, how long?
I'm away from home about 2 days at a time.
Well, that's not too bad. Let's say hello to Mrs. Wendy Fenwick, a housewife from Catuit, Massachusetts, a place that I know well. What does your husband do?
He's in the Air Force,
in the Air Force?
stationed at Otis, Cape Cod.
Oh, yes. Are you English, incidentally?
Yes, I am, though. I'm planning taking my citizenship papers out next October.
Have you, in your travels in Catuit, Massachusetts, met a very wonderful lady up there by the name of Mary Olive White?
Well, I haven't actually met her, but we go to the same church.
She was the greatest school teacher that anybody ever had, and she was mine. So when you get back, give her my personal regards, will you? Because I don't think there's anyone alive nicer than Miss White is, and I mean that sincerely. Now then, Mr. Earl Garrity, a traveling auditor from New Orleans, Louisiana. You know, I just thought I should have made that speech when I was in school and could have gotten the marks. Mr. Garrity, what do you do in your job?
I work for a wonderful fruit company, and to perform my duties, I have to travel from Canada to Florida on the East Coast, and from California to Washington on the West Coast.
You sort of bracket the country. Are you a married man?
Yes, I am. I have a wonderful wife, 2 children, and 7 lovely grandchildren.
You really are married. Now, to start each of you off on the right foot, in front of each of you is a gift package from Spidell. It has in there a set of men's and ladies' watch bands, photo idents, and a match set of men's jewelry. Just take them and put them down on the ledge there behind the panel, and we'll get going. Now then, if you're all ready, so are we. Let's play The Price is Right. I think you all know how it works. You bid for the merchandise we present. It goes to the person who bids the highest without going over the actual retail price. At the end of the show, the big winner gets a chance to come back next week, take on 3 new challengers, and as long as you win, you can keep coming back. Understood? If you are ready, so are we. Watch those draperies to the extreme left, and let's see the first item Spidell puts up for bids on The Price is Right. And here we go.
One of you is about to become the owner of this Barclay Roadster, a new, sleek sports car design imported from England. It's powered by an Excelsior air-cooled twin-cylinder 2-stroke engine and rides up to 60 miles on a gallon of gasoline. It has a 16-inch steering wheel, 3 forward speeds and reverse, and powerful hydraulic brakes. This exciting Barclay economy sports car will be fun for you to own and drive if the price is right. Price Authority, Barclay Coachworks, Bedfordshire, England.
Thank you, Don. Someone's going to look real chic in that. Mrs. Blasingame, will you give me an opening bid, please, ma'am?
Oh, Bill, I've been wanting one of those for 5 years,
well,
and
good.
I've just got to have that.
All right, start the bidding on. Let's see how well you do.
Dear. Oh, Bill, $750.
Opening bid of $750 to Mr. Drumheiser.
Oh, my.
Well, Bill, I'll bid $875.
$875. To you, Miss Fenwick.
900.
900. This is a $100 minimum bid, and it's my fault for not telling you. So what we'll do, we'll give you another chance. 875 is top. You have to bid at least $100 over this.
975.
Thank you very much, Mr. Garrity.
I'll bid $1,200.
$1,200, and back to our champion, Miss Blasingame.
I am going to bid $1,550 on that.
1550 to you, Mr. Drumheiser.
Well, Bill,
Very few locomotive firemen go to work in those, I'll tell you. Give you 5 more seconds.
that would be nice to go to work in.
Sure would.
What is the highest bid? 15.5?
1550.
I'll bid $1,650.
Thank you. To you, Mrs. Fenwick.
1750.
Thank you, Mr. Garrity.
Well, I freeze.
Freeze there. There are 3 left in the game. Miss Blasingame, your 1550, top is 1750, and it's your bid.
I'm going to freeze on it.
Freeze there. There are 2 of you left in the game, the middle of the line there. You were 1650, Mr. Drumheiser, top 1750.
I'll have to freeze, Bill.
The bidding ends. It's all over. From left to right. We'll run them down for you. $1,550, $1,650, $1,750, and $1,200. And over there, the sports car, it has Tony in it. She does not go with it. And in here, the actual retail price. It is $1,595. The winner, our champion, Mrs. Blasingame. It is you. There you are. Go right over there. You're very welcome. Well, I'm willing to believe you can't, Miss Blasingame. You got a bonus. Well, now, you sit down there because last week you damaged several contestants. Now, Mrs. Blasingame, I wonder, you said you've been wanting one of these for 5 years. I wonder, have you ever driven a Barclay sports car?
A Barclay, what is that?
That's the thing you've been wanting for 5 years. I'd like to leave now, and maybe we can get someone. Oh, all right. Now, in case you have never driven one, you just relax and leave the driving, let the driving to your own chauffeur. There you are.
Thank you very much.
Something else she's been wanting for the past 5 years. Now, I think it's safe to say that you own the only chauffeur-driven sports car in America. But let me add this now. If the neighbors think a chauffeured sports car is a little too pretentious, you can go to and from the supermarket every morning in this bonus, and there it is over there. A Rolls Royce. Mr. Brown, would you start it up? Just listen. When Mr. Brown, the chauffeur, starts this up, just listen to this engine purr. Mr. Brown, if you would, please, sir. It's a beautiful, quiet, very quiet, very quiet.
Mr. Brown, I'll have to fire you if you don't do better.
Did you ever hear an engine that quiet? They don't make them like that today, you know. Just start it right up. All right, Mr. Brown, nice job, and I'll see you in the grease rack a little bit later on. Anyway, congratulations. We just had the engine overhauled. We did, and here you are, the very best of everything to you from The Price is Right. There you go. All right, now, we are ready with the next item. And here it is. We want each of you to take a good look and then pass it on down. Donald?
Bill, this piece of paper represents 100 shares of common stock of the Underwood Corporation, manufacturers of business machines and systems. Their products include portable and standard typewriters, posting machines, business machine supplies, the Underwood Documenter electric typewriter, and the new AdMate, all-electric adding and subtracting machine. The Underwood Corporation has dealers in 113 countries throughout the world, and it employs over 12,400 people. You will be one of the more than 10,000 shareholders in this corporation if you make the most accurate bid. Price authority, the Underwood Corporation.
And somebody is going to be a shareholder. Now, let me remind you, you are bidding for 100 shares of common stock at today's closing prices. Now, we begin with position number 2. It's going to be a one-bid item. In other words, you're not going to have to bid up for it. Give me what you think 100 shares of this stock is worth. Mr. Drumheiser, we start with you. Any number you want to name.
Well, Bill, I'll bid $3,800.
Fine. Miss Fenwick, we come to you. You may bid over or under or anywhere.
$5,000.
5,000. Mr. Garrity, we come to you.
Say 3,900.
3,900. Miss Blasingame, it is your turn.
39. What is low bid, Bill?
Low bid is $3,800.
$3,800. I am going to say I'm going to say $100.
$100. All right. The bids from left to right. $100, $3,800, $5,000, and $3,900. Now, remember again, the price I have in here, I'll have to read the card because it is a little detailed and we want you to get everything. The price first of one share of Underwood stock at today's closing market price, 20 3/8. That means that 100 shares, $2,037.50. You now, yes, Miss Blasingame, I know. You now have 100 shares of Underwood stock. There you are. Congratulations, sir. The bids were instantaneously recorded on the vote machine made by the American Totalizator Company, a subsidiary of Universal Products Incorporated. And right now, we are ready with the name of the winner of the World's Fair Showcase. Now, we showed it to you for 3 weeks. Right now, here are the official prices of each of the items in the showcase. Check them carefully against your own estimates. All right, Donald.
Okay, Bill, first, the Sabina trip for two to the Brussels World's Fair, priced at $1,638. Second, the English silver with chest, together retailing for $1,249.98. Third, the ivory chess set with board, together priced at $193.99. Fourth, the Val St. Lambert Belgian stemware, its price, $396. Fifth, the 16-ounce deluxe bottle of Arpege perfume, its price, $275. Sixth, the Botvid Coronet boat with Mastercraft trailer, together retailing for $2,193.50. And finally, the Mercury Turnpike Cruiser, its price, $3,969.20, all adding up to a grand total of $9,915.67, the price of the entire World's Fair Showcase. And now, Bill Cullen, what is the winning bid?
Well, Donald, the winning bid is exactly on the nose, $9,915.67, the exact amount of the entire World's Fair Showcase. The winner is Mr. James W. Campbell, 1329 East 44th Street North, Kansas City, Missouri. And there you have it. Our heartiest congratulations to you, Mr. Campbell. Arrangements for you to receive all the items in the World Fair Showcase will be made immediately. Now, next week we start a brand new showcase, and just to give you an idea of what you can win, here it is. This is just one of the items that will be in our next showcase. Now take a real good close look at it. This diamond necklace contains 200 diamonds totaling over 32 carats. It's a beauty, and there will be 6 other exciting prizes. Now what's more, there is extra excitement to all this too, because to all the prizes in the showcase, Spidell is adding a $10,000 cash bonus. Now, if you were the winner of the new showcase starting next week, and you mail your bid on a special Spidell bonus card, you will receive an extra $10,000 in cash. Now, the Spidell bonus card is free at all jewelers and department stores displaying this sign right here in their windows. It's as simple as that. There's nothing at all to buy. If you want to win the $10,000 cash bonus, go to the store that displays this sign and get your free $10,000 bonus entry card. Do it this week and join us again next week and see all 7 items in the showcase, not just the diamond necklace. All right, now, I guess that just about takes care of that. If everybody is ready, just get set and let's take a look at our next item to go up for bids on The Price is Right.
For your next party, an unusual ice bucket on wheels. It's a full-size barrel made of oak with brass fittings, and it stands almost 3.5 feet high. Inside, a galvanized lining for ice cube storage, and down below, the brass pull reveals a Lazy Susan tray for glasses. Price Authority, Alfred Dunhill of London on Fifth Avenue.
Hi, thank you, Donald, and I thank you, June. Everybody gets one chance at this, another one-bid item. Mrs. Fenwick, from Katuitt, we begin with you. One bid and one bid only. Come as close as you can.
I'll say $250.
$250, your one and final bid. Mr. Garrity, anywhere you want to go.
$75.
$75. Miss Blasingame, anywhere you want to go.
I'm going to go about $550 on that.
Mr. Drumheiser, that leaves it up to you.
Well,
Final bid.
Bill, I'm going to bid $80 on that.
$80. The bids now from left to right read like this. $550, $80, $250, and $75. And if you'll give me a minute to get open the thing here, somebody here has hit it right smack on the nose. The actual retail value, $250, Mrs. Fenwick from Massachusetts. Congratulations. Will you pass that over to Miss Fenwick, Miss Blasingame? A bonus, Mrs. Fenwick. Mrs. Fenwick, that ice bucket deserves the very best. So here it comes for you. Take a look over there to your left. There it is, champagne, and more champagne, and more champagne, and more champagne, and finally even a little bit more champagne. And there it is. For a grand total of 24 magnums of quality Great Western Extra Dry Champagne from the Finger Lakes of New York State. And you with me now, Miss Fenwick? Stay with me. You're going to be an elegant hostess in this bonus right over here. Beautiful dresses, they are all for you. A dramatic collection of cocktail and evening dresses by Cameo Evening Fashions, including exquisite silk organza designs, pure silk chiffon in a variety of the newest silhouettes, including chemise styles, harem skirts, and blouson effects. 8 exciting Cameo Evening Fashions for you. Congratulations to you from all of us here on Price is Right. I would like to take this opportunity, ma'am, to remind you that Price is Right is on in color and in black and white, thereby showing off, excuse me just a moment. To each his own, but I want to thank you. Price is Right is in color and black and white, and I want to thank you ever so much for being one of the real, obviously, you're double-jointed, aren't you, dear? I'll fix it, though. You just, a real pro, and would you hold that just a moment? I want to lend all of our contestants a helping hand. There it is. Pass it on down. All right, everybody ready? So are we. We have something that I know you are going to love. All I can say is, look behind you, and let's see our next item to go up for bids on The Price is Right.
A fabulous living room and dining room combination. 32 pieces from the Casa del Sol collection of Drexel furniture. In the dining room, a dramatic grouping of cabinets that form a majestic storage wall unit and a long buffet. The octagonal design dining table is complemented by 8 armchairs, elegantly upholstered in colorful leather. Next, separating the dining room from the living room, a magic room divider, an original design by Gene Ballin. On one side, a swing-out serving bar with built-in ice bucket and a pull-out shelf. On the front end, a special cabinet to hold a record changer and hi-fi speaker system. On the other side of the divider, the center swings down to become a studio couch. The living room includes 2 upholstered chairs, a 4-piece sectional sofa with ottoman, 2 cabinets, 2 handsome tables, and an impressive desk. All 32 pieces of living room and dining room furniture, plus the unique room divider. All of it is yours, if the price is right. Price Authorities, Drexel Furniture Company, North Carolina, and Gene Ballin, New York.
Thank you, Don. In just a moment, Mr. Garrity, we're going to begin the bidding with you. I would like to tell you first that you are bidding for the 32 pieces of furniture plus the room divider, not any of the accessories. They all belong to the NBC property department. Now, once the bidding begins, once we get our opening bid, we want you to all bid at least $100 over the preceding minimum price. Now then, Mr. Garrity, you and everyone else have had a good chance to look at it. This is not a one-bid item. You start right on and bid until we stop. You give us an opener, sir.
Well, Bill, that is marvelous.
It is. It's an impressive
Yes.
set. It is.
I'll bid $2,300.
Opening bid of $2,300. Now, the $100 minimum applies. We come to Mrs. Blasingame.
Well, Bill, I could throw all my old furniture away and put that right where it needs to be.
You could do that.
I am going to bid $4,000 on that, Bill.
All right. Now, Mr. Drumheiser, we come to you, sir.
Well, Bill, living in Mortgage Row, that certainly would help out.
It sure would.
Oh. And what was that bid?
Top is $4,000, Mr. Drumheiser.
4,000.
Yes, sir.
Bill, I'll bid $4,100.
Thank you, sir. Mrs. Fenwick from Catuit, a winner. We come to you. What do you want to make it?
$7,000.
$7,000, moving it way up there. And now we come to you, Mr. Garrity. You're at $2,300. The top bid is $7,000, sir.
I'll bid $7,100.
71. Miss Blasingame, you're at $4,000. Top is $7,100.
I'm going to freeze.
And you freeze at $4. Mr. Drumheiser, you are $4,100. Top is $7,100, and it's your bid.
Bill, I'll have to freeze on that.
You took the audience advice. All right. Now, there are two of you left in the bidding, and there are about 800 people here in the audience who are helping you. But remember, they don't know anything you don't know. Miss Fenwick, you're 7. Top is $7,100. Your choice.
I'll freeze.
You want to freeze?
Freeze.
And Mr. Garrity, that leaves you down the end as the top man, and naturally, you're not going up. So you're at $7,100, and that stops the bidding. Now, before we open the envelope with the price, let me run down the bidding for you again. $4,000 from our champion. $4,100 from our railroader, Mr. Drumheiser, $7,000 from Mrs. Fenwick, and $7,100 from Mr. Garrity. We have 2 winners, Mrs. Blasingame and Fenwick, 2 non-winners, Mr. Drumheiser and Mr. Garrity. So you men, I don't know, and I honestly don't know the retail value, but I got it in here. So if you are ready, so am I. And please do not think I am delaying deliberately. Actual retail value, $5,145.40. Mr. Drumheiser, our railroader. Congratulations, Mr. Drumheiser. There you are.
Thank you, Bill. Certainly going to look good in Mortgage Row.
It's going to be the best-looking house in Mortgage Row that anyone... You live where, in Harrisburg, PA?
That's right, in Harrisburg,
In Harrisburg,
Pennsylvania.
PA. Oh, I want you to know, Mr. Drumheiser, the world's #1 specialist in moving and packing, Allied Van Lines, will transport your new living room from right here, right down the Pennsylvania Turnpike, I guess, to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to ensure safe delivery. Take it with our very best wishes here on The Price is Right. Now then,
Thank you, Bill.
a word of business. We'll have the final scores and the name of the big winner in just a... Well done, Pardo, over there, accountant that you are. It's time for the final accounting, so what are the scores?
And I'm all ready, Bill. Mrs. Blasingame has won the 2 automobiles and the chauffeur and the shares of stock for a total of $4,907. Mr. Drumheiser has won the living room, dining room with divider for a total of $5,145. And Mrs. Fenwick has won the cooler and the champagne and the dresses for a total of $989. Mr. Garrity, we're sorry you didn't win anything, but Mrs. Garrity is certainly going to be happy because we have for her a Singer automatic zigzag portable sewing machine. The slant-o-matic design with 24 sewing features, including the exclusive slant needle. Bill, I think you have a new champion.
It was a close one, and there wasn't much between, but with $5,145, Mr. Drumheiser, our railroad man from Pennsylvania, is our brand new champion. Congratulations. Miss Blasingame, in 2 weeks, you have won won $17,661. It has been our pleasure. Mrs. Fenwick, don't forget to say hello to Miss White up there in Catuit. You've won $989. And Mr. Garrity, you're going to have to go home and sew all your wife's dresses for her. But you all did a good job, and it's been our pleasure. Incidentally, Mr. Drumheiser and I will be back again next week at this same time to pick up. For a look at our brand new showcase, join us next week when The Price is Right will be brought to you by RCA and RCA Victor. We'll see you then or tomorrow morning on this same NBC station for the daytime Price is Right. Thank you ever so much. Have a good rest of the evening. This is Bill Cullen saying so long, everybody, from The Price is Right. We'll see you around. Bye.
The Price is Right has been brought to you by Spidell. Get your free $10,000 bonus card first thing tomorrow at the jeweler or department store displaying this sign. And get set to enter the new $10,000 bonus showcase bidding starting next week. Transportation for tonight's guest was arranged by American Airlines, American choice of experienced travelers everywhere, and famous for the Mercury, luxury leader in the world of flight. Gowns by Cameo Evening.
On Hollywood Squares, the Baldwin brothers start a family feud.
When you heard Billy, it meant something else. I bet it did.
Plus Cindy Crawford and Kristen Johnson.
That's what I need is another alien joke.
Okay, sorry.
Keep doing that.
Hollywood Squares, where the stars come out to play weekdays at 10:30, 2:30, and 6 Eastern on Game Show Network.
This is Don Pardo speaking.